welcome back to Conscious Ignorance, the podcast. A nice chilly day outside. I got Kill Boogie to my left, and I got the formerly known as Tone.
Formerly, what am I known as now?
I don't know. I was trying to roll you in there, but it didn't work out like I wanted it to. But we got the formerly frequented guest. That's what I should say. Formerly frequented guest. He used to come on the podcast all the time. Now he's back on the pod with us today. Tone, say what's up to the
regularly.
people.
Yeah, you know, I'm back. We'll see.
We'll see. Ton, watch out. Ton, watch out.
Niggas is recruiting, seeing if pieces work.
Just put an E in your name and it's over.
Just copy and paste it like a picture over Tom's head.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right. He's wild. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna jump right into some topics today.
Well, how's everyone doing? Everyone vote yet?
Yeah, you know, did.
You got out there and vote?
Yeah, I did. It was a quick process, so if you haven't voted, go do that. Early vote.
You got any paper? I got some gum in my mouth and I hear myself. Anybody got paper? No? Trash over there?
You can take that back.
I'm taking that back.
Yeah, I wanted to go vote. It was early voting was a lot easier than regular voting, honestly, because I remember voting 4 years ago and I was waiting in it wasn't a long line, but it was a nice sized line to vote. But this one I was in and out.
I went to I ain't never been to that Brandywine.
Direct?
Yeah.
That shit nice.
Had mine mailed to me, and then filled it out and dropped it off at Surrattsville.
Oh, that was today?
See?
About 2 days ago.
That boy be thinking.
Well, we definitely. Did you want to introduce this topic? Because we've been arguing, y'all, like in a group chat for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, about 2 days.
It's been 2 or 3 days, and Republican Jay over here.
Republican Jay, wow. We'll see who's the real Republican here.
but
it's not me.
Throw this out there right now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share with a friend of a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave reviews and stuff on Apple Podcasts. And like I said, keep sharing with that. All 200 of you, some listeners that do listen, go ahead and share that. But like I said, without being held said, Republican Jay, do you want to?
Republican Jay,
do you want to play your video?
Yeah, no, we gotta paint the picture for people. So me and Kill have been arguing about. I mean, I don't really even know what. All right, it started with Lil Wayne.
It started in one group chat.
It started with Lil Wayne.
Well, before that, we was talking about Trump. Period. We was in the group chat. Some people was kind of like, I've been able to do way more.
Right.
Like, it's been less red tape as far as I guess getting money funding for businesses and stuff like that. So people feel like, oh well, I'm able to do way more with Trump in office rather than with because all of the red tape is gone or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But I was thinking that group, we was on each other's side in that group chat, which is crazy in that conversation. We was like, forget all that what y'all talking about. It's just morally what he stands for. I don't stand for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just can't.
Right. I agree with that. I said, even though Trump has done a few things for black people with the prison reform and whatever, it was something else. I can't remember what exactly it was, but he has done some things that directly impacted black people. But him as a person, I can't respect what he stands for and all of that stuff. So I can't just look past that. I can't be bought like that in that sense. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you decide to give out. I can't just be bought. My morals can't be bought. So as a man, I can't respect what he does. So he can't get my vote. But
yeah, I get that.
But so the conversation in the second group chat.
You was in that group chat too, though.
Yeah.
That's the COD one. Are we like painting the picture right for?
Yeah.
Because us leading into the next group chat, it's important that we capture all angles.
Yeah, I want to know Tone's perspective because I think Kel is a little bit skewed. Business Kel taking over. So all right. So basically, it came out that Lil Wayne was he's endorsing Trump and basically he's endorsing it. So he's took a picture with him saying we had a good conversation, blah 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 blah. So I was like, I was thinking to myself, well, if Lil Wayne's endorsing Trump, what I was just any rapper out there. I just said Hove because that's Kel's favorite rapper.
He didn't say any rapper. He knew he went somewhere. He knew I would be like,
he went straight to Hove.
I'm defending Hove.
Okay.
Imagine as he paints that picture saying Hove, bringing up Hove. I haven't been on Twitter, so I don't know right now that Lil Wayne's done that until probably like the day after or something like that, or hours later. They like, what did you think this whole conversation came from type thing. But go ahead.
So I put in the chat, do you think Hove is voting for Trump? And I was my ideology behind it was that if you're rich, you're trying to protect your business and your assets, and in Trump's presidency, he gives you the best opportunity to do that. So I mean, and the way I see it, a lot of black people once they get rich, they don't really think about how the lower tax brackets are affected.
Came from,
right? They're not thinking about that. They only think about protecting their money and their assets. So I'll extend the question to Tone before we get into our real rebuttal. What do you think? Do you think these rappers or these famous people black people with money are voting for Trump because they're trying to protect their money?
I would say yes. Some are actually voting for Trump. I would believe so, yeah. Because you have to think. So, all right, you want to. They say what he's taxing over the 400,000 or whatever.
Over 400K. It's like a.
And what Trump has done, he doesn't care about the middle class, the low class. It's basically the 1%. If you're rich, I'm gonna get us tax cuts. I'm trying to make sure we keep our money. The rest, what they do, I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Right.
If you got money, I'm trying to make sure you keep your money. And that's how I look at Trump as the president, the way he moves as far as businesses.
Right.
But he hasn't even been a successful businessman. So it's hard to, trust what he's doing. And, he's giving cuts, but he's also spending more money than we ever have. And where's that money coming from if he's giving out these tax cuts?
Right.
So
True.
Who's paying for this? Is us, the middle class, the lower class? Because surely not the 1%. They're not paying for
Sure
it.
not.
They might not be paying anything. What's Trump paying? Have you seen his tax returns? I don't know.
In 2016, Trump paid like $800 in taxes.
It's just
Total.
crazy.
Total.
They take that out in a month. That's crazy.
Total.
A
Some
check.
people some people are making that in a month.
Yeah.
So my question was, and we kind of got into the weeds in our argument about are these famous black people secretly going to be voting for Trump to protect their money?
When he said Hove, I was like, come on now, don't be bringing up my guy. Don't bring up Hove. He didn't diss him.
He took it personal.
He didn't diss them in, I say he didn't diss them in bars. At this point, I'm playing. He didn't diss them. He said, my
Say
house
his bar.
bigger than yours.
Say the bar. That we,
Not that bar. I'm talking about when he dissed Trump.
Oh.
And then he even went on CNN and denounced Trump on what he's doing. So I'm like, nah, there's no way. And he has funded and backed Democratic parties. One example being the Obama campaign. I think he's giving money to. He gave money last year to either Hillary or can't even remember who was the other. I was with the old guy.
Bernie.
Yeah, the old guy.
So, but that was all before we got Biden's tax plan or whatever it is, announced.
Yeah.
Which was like not too long ago.
And that's when I guess I can say that bar when he says my
Say it again. Go ahead.
My account is so good I'm practically living tax free.
How is that fair, Tone? How is that fair that a dude worth almost $1 billion?
Oh, he's worth $1 billion. Don't
All right, a dude that's
Thank
thank you for helping my argument. A dude worth $1 billion saying he's practically living tax free, and you, as a middle class citizen, are paying your taxes on time, and you got people who are making $20K a year, struggling, still having to pay taxes. And you making billions of dollars and you not paying nothing in taxes.
You say so you keep changing. You can't say nothing. He said practically living tax free. He's paying something.
So
maybe like 1% of the all
I
income.
think
He's paying something. He's paying something.
It's not right, but if you can find those loopholes, then by all means, do what you got to do. You feel me? So it's like if you take the time and you read the tax code, the penal code, whatever, and you can figure out how I can give money to this charity.
And it's not them to read it.
And,
It's not them to read it. It's their accountants that take care of it.
So
And that's the problem.
if I can hire my accountant could do it.
You got 20 people making $20K a year who can't afford to hire accountants. They don't have the resources to do what you do because you're rich.
I understand that, but because they can't do it doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. We need to expand these resources to more people, not say I shouldn't do it because I have the resources. We need to make it financial literacy so they can understand that and they can find a way.
Well, that's
And
never
I-
going to
And I
happen.
think that's only when you look at
that's the
our
system.
community.
The
But
system's
it's only when
messed
you
up.
look at our community that we don't know this stuff. We don't have we don't quote unquote have the resources or want to pay the money to do the stuff. If that podcast that Tom said in the group chat that all athlete or whatever it is, podcast with all the athletes talking about it. They were talking about the guys in the NFL and like they're in the meeting, you know, instead of having them and all the football players in the room. And these are older guys telling the younger guys, yo, max out your 401k because they match this, but you can still put up to 20K or whatever the amount. I believe the amount, the maximum amount is 20K that you could put in and it'd be tax free. They like, I don't want to put it in there. I don't want to put that in there because black people, we typically we want the money now because we want to spend it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like wealthy people, they putting the money away.
Don't
like,
say wealthy because you just said black people and then you said wealthy. So you're talking about white people.
Well, Jay-Z puts money away.
All right, well,
Like, wealthy
don't
people-
just say black people. Then.
I said, well,
just say everybody.
No, but
everybody
but
wants to have their
But
money.
it's important to make that distinction. I believe because that's the way black people think about spending. Wealthy people and even the rich. I mean, the guys that start getting money, they still be in that mentality. That's why athletes go broke so quick.
Spend it as soon as they get it.
Yeah, they spend it.
Spend it
They
before
stuck
it
in
come
it.
in.
You stuck in the same spending
well,
cycle.
I think it's a lot more into athletes going broke than that.
It's financial literacy.
It's
I mean,
it's
yeah,
financial
but
literacy. They're young. They get all this money. They don't have the financial literacy. They're
No one's
blowing the
ever had
before it
money
comes
to
in.
tell them.
You sign $1 million contract. That's not $1 million. A
A lot of them
They
dudes
spend that million, and that's not $1 million. That money's gonna be taxed, and you're coming up short.
A lot of them dudes who go broke in the league never came from nothing. They didn't have no. They didn't.
That's
They
what
didn't
I'm
go to
saying.
school.
That's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
did
It
their
goes
work.
back to the
They
financial
didn't have
literacy.
financial literacy.
All right, I
it
get
wasn't
that.
taught.
I mean, but that's a broken system. We can't fix that part of the
You
system.
gotta try.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so like, I look at it as, all right, we all know. So I want to be a millionaire. So when I'm a millionaire, why am I gonna get a government money? I'm gonna use the loopholes all I can to pay the least amount of taxes. Yes, I am. Why am I gonna get a government money to quote unquote fund some stuff that I feel like that hasn't been funded? I went to school in PG County. My school system isn't the best. But I still pay the most taxes. But how my school system still worse than the people that pay less taxes? You go to a white neighborhood, they got all of these programs and stuff in the school. They pay less taxes, but their school's better than mine. My road, we were just talking about. My grandfather's here. We were just talking about the roads finally getting done in Largo. We pay the most taxes rather than. But if you go to a wealthy neighborhood, their road's been done. Why?
Well,
why am I
that's systematic racism. That's a little different.
Yeah, that and why I'm not. That's
That's a
why
little
that's why as a black man, if I'm a millionaire, yes, I'm doing everything I can to keep my money in my pocket because I go inflict change
But
more than the government will inflict change for my people.
What you failing to realize is the money you're taking away from the tax dollars that you're not giving is you're taking it away from somewhere. So wherever you're taking that money, wherever that money's not coming from, is not going somewhere.
It's
But
not,
the
I
money
don't.
that
The
I'm-
distribution of where the money comes from in the government is 100% an issue. That's an issue. Like them spending more money on military than they do education. That's definitely an issue. But
And
if
they're
you're
spending our
They're
money on
spending my
that.
money.
I
on
know
it.
that.
and they're spending
And-
our money to send people to prison.
that's why you pick your president to
But you know, it's more
to
than that. You got
change
to pick
that.
your local representatives to
all of
help
that.
your-
You have to pick these
And
local
I-
officials.
you
But
do.
at the same time, if you're taking away money that could possibly be helping somebody who's on welfare or somebody that's in a lower class than you, and now they don't have enough money to give assistance to these people. So now what? It's less tax dollars to run around because you hiding your money or you taking your money away and you.
I see
you
I see
evading-
what
and
you're
that's
saying,
exactly
but
what they're doing. The higher ups are doing. They're making sure they're hiding their money.
But why would you? I mean, you trying to play a white man's game?
No, I'm
that's
trying to get
it's their
ahead.
game. They created it.
It's 100%. It's 100%.
It's set up for them to win.
We as black people, we never followed in white people's footsteps.
It's set
We
up for
never
them.
did what they always took the low.
So,
They
but
always
my
took the
whole-
low.
My whole thing is, why do you keep wanting me to give them all this money? If we already know it's set up for them to win, we already know we pay the most taxes, and we don't see it in our community. Well, I know for me, my first thing I look at is schools and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Our education. That's something I always go back and look at. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, you could tell, especially when we start going to away games and stuff like that. When I went to St. Mary's and seeing the facilities and how stuff is out there.
St. Mary's facility wasn't nothing.
I'm
That's a
saying,
private
I'm
school.
just saying, giving examples of the
I mean,
education.
it was nice. It was
I'm
just a
just
small
saying,
gym. It was a small
Yeah,
gym.
the gym was trash, but the campus, like
Right.
my learning environment.
That's what I'm
was-
saying. Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm talking. So I'm not talking about the gym. Like
Nah, I'm talking about the gym.
Our gym was trash, but our campus was top notch.
Yeah.
Our campus
that's
was
what
like
I'm saying.
that.
So
sure.
like you,
For
you know,
sure.
he's going out there. Why? Because the better schools.
It's a private
are out
school.
there.
It's a private school.
The better schools are out there.
It's a private
It's
school.
a private.
Bishop McNamara is a private school.
And it still doesn't look good.
My point is in our community.
So it depends on we talking about people. Y'all talking
They
about
make more
what
money.
they're doing with the
They-
money. They have They have the money and the resources to fund these communities, but at the same time, we have to, as black people, have to actually want the help and do what we're supposed to do.
We've been asking for help. We've been marching for how many months now? They don't want to give us help.
Bro, you talking about that's all.
I mean, even if you want to keep it in education, they don't want to help us. They want us to stay like this. It's not a mistake that it's like this. They want it like this. So I don't want to get them money. Who else gonna help us but us? So let me do what I think what's best with my money.
I hear what you're saying, but if 100 million black people became rich right now, and there was still 100 million poor people right now, I would still want us to pay taxes to help them 100 million.
Which is why I'm still voting for Biden.
Huh?
Which is why I'm still voting for Biden.
But your beliefs and everything you're saying, everything that you've been saying is aligning with Trump.
No, it's not.
Because of your belief in this white man's game, that's you're aligning with Trump. Because that's what he wants. He wants you. He's only thinking about the people who are rich. And you're thinking about yourself being rich and what you would do when you're rich.
I'm thinking about myself. What I would do if I was rich. Number one, and the change that I know I would to give back. How much I would give back even if I was rich. Like I told you, what I would do with my money now. I think I told you this. You know Shantae, how she started her business. She started at Suitland High School. It was a program called Nifty program. It taught her entrepreneurship. It taught her how to start a business plan. That's how she got the funding to even start her business. She won like the state championship. She built like a computer and stuff like that. That's a program that I feel like should be in every school because every kid don't want to go to college. Yeah. Like if I would have known about this, I wanted to be in business way before. I wouldn't have went to college.
There's options though. There's options for
schools.
There
are options, but when you're in school, I know when I was in school, it was like college, and then you got on top of college, you got all. It's no mistake that all the military recruiters are always going to the black schools. Oh, you don't know what to do.
You haven't been to a white school. I went to a white school. There was military recruiters there.
Bro, they recruit. You gotta look at where they put recruiting stuff. They do put the recruiting area. Recruiters in bad neighborhoods strategically, bro.
I went to a white school.
I'm not saying they're not there, but I'm not saying it's not there, Jay.
JROTC is in every school.
I'm literally just said I'm not saying it's not there, bro, but it's definitely pressured for us. These are the options that we have, I feel like, in my school. These are the observations that I made. You're going just like a check cash.
I can't agree with you, bro, because it's in every school.
There are check cashing places everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Are they not primarily in black neighborhoods? They can be in a white neighborhood, but they're gonna be predominantly in black neighborhoods, bro. I'm not saying that they're not recruiting white people. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they heavily.
That's a business.
What?
That's a business, not a government funded business.
What the government? What are you talking about?
Check cash.
That was a comparison, bro. I'm just giving you an example of it exists in two different places, but they're just gonna recruit a little bit more here. That's all I'm saying.
I can't agree with that, bro. I went to a white school and it was just the same amount of pressure as JROTC there as it was when I went to a black school. It was no different.
TC Williams in DC?
It's in Virginia.
Okay. So if you don't want to use that example, that's fine, Jay. But all I'm saying is, bro, that Nifty program is something that I feel like should have been in every school, and it wasn't. The program cost $2,000. I was willing to pay for that out of my pocket, so this could be in the program because I felt like kids in Surrattsville needed to have that knowledge, needed that. And it was going to be elective. It needed to be there so they could have that option. They needed to see that option to me.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I put myself in that because now I'm like, all right, what if I was a millionaire? I would be more than willing to pay for it at every other school. You know what I'm saying? So
I just feel like everything you're saying is contradicting your beliefs when you get to the top. Because when you get to the top, you're just not you're going to figure out any kind of way not pay your taxes, bro.
It's something that do look to give back and they pay.
I'm not saying Kel is the exception to this. I'm not specifically talking about Kel. I'm talking about how or any kind of people, anybody else thinks in America. Because most people, they're only thinking about themselves. So when I get to the top, I'm not thinking about anybody at the bottom.
I like to think about LeBron in this. LeBron came from nothing.
All right, you talking about fucking Bron?
I'm saying
fucking Bron, bro.
Did he not come from nothing and now he's very wealthy?
Bro,
what is he doing?
He's the biggest. He's probably the most popular person in America, bro.
I think your whole thing is you're saying we're the exception.
I'm talking about you specifically. I'm saying that most people, if they get rich right now, they are going to figure out a way to keep all the money they have and not give anything back.
If somebody get rich right now, I see them blowing the money.
It's 4 people in here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 black men in here right now.
Okay.
You got to ask everybody the question. If you got rich, would you be doing everything you can to keep your money in your pocket?
I'm going to pay my taxes, though. That's what you're not realizing. These niggas aren't. $750. You know how much Trump? You know what Trump net worth is?
You're talking about one person who commits
He's
tax
worth
fraud.
$3 billion, Tone.
But you're talking about one.
$3 billion. He paid $700. He
You're
paid
talking
less
about-
taxes than I did.
Oh, no, I know what he did. What he did can't be legal.
And you and
It's-
he
it's
has
not,
friends.
It's not legal.
It's
Yeah,
not. That's
it's
what
not
I think.
legal.
That's what he.
And that's the white man's game. None of this. Once you get there, it's not legal. You're gonna be in different doors, and you don't have to do the
So
shit
I
that
feel
we
like
have
what
to do.
he's talking about is doing it like finding loopholes that you can legally write off stuff
he's
and
talking about
legally
tax
hide your money.
evasion,
Yeah,
bro.
We're
That's
not talking about.
illegal,
We're not talking
bro.
about like literally like
Tax
not
evasion.
paying your taxes,
Bro, all right. When I say tax evasion, I just mean having the resources to.
That's not
to-
tax. I keep telling you, that's not tax evasion, bro.
You're skipping out on taxes either way. That's how I see it.
But I'm telling you, what a tax. If you look up the definition of tax evasion,
Bro.
tax evasion is illegal. You could
If
go
you
to
have-
court, you go to court for tax evasion. You get locked up for
I-
tax
and
evasion.
I get that.
You don't get locked up for putting money in a life insurance policy.
You keep all right. I get that. I get that. I get that.
Be locked up if you lose this election.
I get that. But at the same time, bro, you got when you get to that 1%, you have the best lawyers, the best the best accountants, and they will find these loopholes and these things that are makeshift or kind of blurred the line. They will find that for you. I can't. If I'm making $20K a year, I can't do that. I can't do
You
that.
keep saying it's 20K thing.
All right, 20, 50K, any K. I can't do that. I
get
can't. I don't have the resources to do what you do, and you have those
We
resources
got it
because you're rich.
I mean,
so
there are definitely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what I'm saying is, back to the whole, just to bring it back full circle, the whole thing is, if you get rich, you shouldn't be able to legally get out of finessing your taxes. You shouldn't be able to do that. It shouldn't be loopholes. It shouldn't be any of that. You should have to pay your taxes regardless, income tax, federal tax, whatever it is. Those should have to be a thing. That's why, and I'll play the clip from the dude in a second after you make your point. But you should have to pay that because it's not just you're paying for. You're paying for people that's in your community. You're paying for people who are struggling, who need food stamps, who need any kind of government assistance. You don't know how. I mean, like they kind of fucked up unemployment this year. Like I probably wouldn't pay taxes this year, but nigga splurging on my tax dollars and shit.
And that's like a perfect kind of. You're laughing, but that's like a perfect example. Like people agree. Like people, like you said, people were up off that unemployment shit and that
For
extra
sure.
600. Like up, they spent it as fast as they got it,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, we
That
don't
was-
know that. I don't know anybody who's doing it personally.
I mean, what, spending the money as fast as they got it? That's why you think it wasn't no mistake that the vacations was being
Right.
taken. It wasn't no taken.
I
I
know-
know,
was
I
being
know, I
taken
know a
everywhere.
few hustlers that didn't put they shit in some
I mean,
legitimate
all right,
businesses.
yeah, but I'm just talking about black people in general. Generally, don't know money, so they was spending that shit. I know people that personally just was spending the shit
Right.
as quickly as they got it, type shit. And that's like what we go back to say, like that's like financial literacy type shit. But like my whole thing, I understand what you're saying. Like it shouldn't be loopholes. It's kind of not. It's not right.
Yeah,
That's what you're.
I agree with that. It
a
shouldn't
vote,
be.
a vote for loopholes is a vote for Trump.
No, you can't. You
100%.
You can't.
100%.
Because my whole thing, the
100%.
only thing I don't believe. My whole thing, I don't believe in the government, bro. I don't believe the government is doing what they can do to help my community, put the money back in our community because it's evident
it
they don't
wasn't built
care.
for us.
It doesn't. They don't care if we live or die. They don't care how we get our education. They want to give us the bare minimum. They want to keep what's in the 3/4 a man. Was it or was it
3/5.
3/5 a
Yeah.
man? They still want to give us bare minimum shit. And that's how they want us to live and say, oh, yeah, but we gave you guys this. We gave you this funding. But let's, you know what I'm saying, really look at these other communities and what they're getting, but we're still paying all the tax dollars. So, yeah, when I do get rich, no, I don't want to. No, I still don't believe in the government. I don't believe in the government now. I don't believe in the government when I'm rich.
I will say it is an issue with the distribution of tax dollars. I will say that, and that's where the president comes in. That's why you pick the president you want. But at the
I
same
think,
time,
like he said, more so locally, I guess.
it depends on
that.
your state, and your state decides
Yeah.
how the money is distributed throughout the state. And if it's a bad area with low test scores, they're not gonna get no money. If it's a high area with bad test scores, they're gonna push them because that's just the way shit go. That's just how it goes. If you're good at what you do, you're gonna figure out to get to the top. I don't know.
And that's why, like, when I was in school in PG County, I used to really observe the teachers and stuff and talk to the teachers. Like, that's like the way PG County schools were set up. We were only taught to pass tests.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I'm a great test taker.
not to retain the information, but get the information to pass this test, and then after that, you can ask me the next day. Couldn't tell you what the hell was on that test.
At all. So like we were taught to take tests when I think I told you this when in the group chat. Like when we went to Penn State or whatever, I started like some of the classes that I seen that required like not like directly one like take steps A B C to get D. You know what I'm saying? When it wasn't in process for me or laid out type stuff and required analytical thinking, those were not my best classes. I'll probably get like C's or have to work extra hard or get like, you know what I'm saying, low grades in those classes.
Yeah.
But all the white kids, oh, I'm doing great. This, that, and I used to ask, what school you went to? Like, where you from? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out why, because I'm not stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just how I've been conditioned from kindergarten to 12th grade that, you know what I'm saying, how they were teaching me wasn't the, you know what I'm saying, wasn't the proper way. And it took me till I got to, I think, my junior year. I took an English teacher. It was funny. I seen this joint on Twitter. It was like, why all English teachers change your lives and some shit like that.
Low key.
So it was this English teacher, and this is an old white dude, and he sat us in there, and like his reputation preceded him because everyone knew it was a hard class, but all the people that I talked to that was older than me that went to college and said, yo, you want to do good in college? Take his class. Like, he gets you ready. So like his whole thing, his first day of class, I'll never forget it. Like, it was an English class, and he said, you guys think you know how to read? You don't know how to read. Nigga, what? Nigga, you think you know how to think? You don't know how to think. Nigga, what? Like, and it's a white dude too. So now I'm just like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like when the class started though, like first paper D, second paper D, third paper C. Like I'm saying, but he didn't grade. He said he don't grade off like your average. He grades off your improvement.
Right.
So like I started off getting D's. I ended up getting like a B on one paper, and I got a B for that quarter. So it was like, but he was right. And those D's, I was like, yo, maybe I don't know how to read. You know what I'm saying? But when I got to college, shit was way sweeter, way easier. I was doing way better than all of the other white kids because he had taught me. You know what I'm saying? It was he taught his class way different.
So you was doing better than the white kids in your poor black school.
Yeah, because why? Because that teacher was not teaching me the standard how to pass the test. He was teaching me how to think.
I was just getting at as bad teachers in white schools too.
Huh?
It's bad teachers in good schools too.
No, they wasn't bad. I mean, the kids was doing fine. It wasn't like I didn't know. I don't know if anybody person that failed the class, but the white teacher was like, "Wow, you really know how to work."
Well,
I
yeah,
took that
I mean,
as an insult.
we're still black. We still got to be 2 times better. I mean, we still got to be 2 times better, of course. But it's dummies everywhere. I mean,
I understand.
I 100% understand what you're saying. That school systems is not an equal.
And I hate to still
fight.
bring up school system, but that's just my some people when it comes to voting and stuff. Some people might look at what they do in the counties or county buildings or roads and stuff. My main thing is, what's the school system like? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm gonna play the clip from Channing Crowder. He's an NFL player. He's a millionaire, and I want to see if these two agree. These are kind of this what he says is kind of matching what I believe. And
the crazy thing is, I agreed with him when he said it. He's saying,
let me play the clip.
I don't know if I can.
When people ask me,
Put it right up to it.
why are you a Democrat? Because you have millions.
I think I
and I
did.
say, I'm the only person I know that I grew up with that has millions. I would rather my family and my friends strive. I would rather my family and my friends get benefits and get tax cuts as lower income people than me as a millionaire gaining. Where I know that we're going to lose money, fellas. I was in the league when Barack got in office, and I remember when my taxes went up to 37%, I got a check, and I was like, that ain't supposed to be that low. That million ain't supposed to be 635. But Barack started taxing the rich, and I was okay with it because, fellas, everybody I know does not have the money that we have. And that's the decision that people have to make, and that's the decision I made. Why am I a Democrat? Because of the fact that the money side is not going to affect me, because I'm the only one that I really care about, that I, in my heart, that can think about the fiscal side, the financial side of who the presidency is. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's why I vote the way I vote.
Yeah, I mean,
but it would be
I'll
advantageous
say-
to my pocket.
So that's what we said, and that's kind of what I believe. And I just want to see where you stand, because after your whole, rebuttal about the loopholes, do you still agree with what he's saying?
But see, I feel like I'm saying that.
I feel like we're saying the same thing. But like he's saying he's willing to be taxed more and everything, but at the same, that she's not saying that.
Y'all not
gonna
willing
take
to be
the-
tahow more though.
I am.
yeah,
That's
we
why
are.
I'm voting for Biden,
Yeah.
bro.
How are you willing to be
if-
taxed more, but you're still gonna find ways to get out of the taxes?
So he's raising the taxes to what? He say I'm okay with taxes being raised on the 1% and paying us millionaires having to pay more.
Right.
But he's not saying that I can't still use my resources to get out of loopholes, but I want the majority of the money tax us more than you're going to tax them. It makes more sense to tax us more. Most of my family does not have.
Right.
Most of my friends do not have. So tax us more. We can take it. I'ma still be fine. I'm gonna pay my taxes. I'm gonna find ways to not pay as much taxes, but we will be fine if you tax us more and don't tax the lower class more. I'm okay to take the L.
His J whole thing is, he felt like if you're okay with like if we're agreeing with him, he felt like we shouldn't look for no loopholes.
Yep.
That's
how
his
I
whole
feel.
thing.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
That's and
That's
that's,
how I
the
feel.
and but I'm you know what I'm saying.
And I only-
not you know what I'm saying.
And I feel like that because I don't feel like the same loopholes can be done for somebody who's in our position right now.
I mean there are loopholes.
That's
I
the
mean,
only reason why I feel like
and
that.
we can
So
argue,
but
we'll
are we
argue
not,
about
are we
that.
not working to change? Like,
Huh?
We have to stay the same, or we're working to change? Like,
What you mean?
like you said, it's not a lot of people who have that opportunity. We're trying to
Right.
change that so people do have that opportunity. You have to start somewhere.
So where's it starting?
As far as what you talking about, like the resources, because like we had argued about this in the chat. It's like some of the stuff that the rich do, we can do right now, but again, we want our money right now because we want to spend it right now.
Yeah.
I gave the example: max out your 401k even after your job stops matching.
But people can't afford to do that on
that's-
20K
okay, so
salaries,
so
bro.
hear me out.
On 20, you're talking about. I understand that.
On
but
even a 50K salary, or average salary, people still
I
can't
under-
afford
I-
to do
that's
that.
Why, that's why I said I understand.
Price
that.
of living in DC is
Think-
out the roof.
Think about the trappers you know. What do they spend their money on?
I mean, the ones
The
I know,
designers-
the ones I know, all got cribs and cars. So
Okay, but what else do they spend their money on? Design,
And none of that's important in the grand
Exactly.
scheme of things. Cribs and
I
cars.
mean,
they could buy
I'm talking about they have a life. They can
Right.
live. They can live, support themselves.
okay. All right.
And they also have, if they didn't spend on frivolous things, how we spend, I feel like that's a culture, we just spend on frivolous things. We want to buy the
I
expensive
mean, you're gonna
shoes
spend it
and-
when you're rich. So,
But
what
we
are
don't
you
have the
saying?
means at this point. So if you don't have the means,
Living
then
out
you-
your
yeah,
means.
you're living without your means, and you're still in the trap. But you got all this expensive shit. Why not use that money instead of buying the expensive shit to try to buy back your community or put it into stocks or max out your 401k or.
I mean,
invest
we
into
already
your
talked about
community.
financial literacy. That's definitely what that comes down to. If you trapping in
So
the street, you
that's
probably
not- so
didn't.
we
You
have
probably
those
didn't pay
opportunities
attention
to
to
try,
school.
but we just are, I guess, misguided, and we're thinking about the flex. We want to flex now today. Like you said, you want your money now. I want to flex now. I want everybody to see what I got now. I just got a deal for 100,000. I'm about to go blow 20,000 on the chain to show you that I got money. When the rich, they might spend that, but that's after they made more money. They're going to let their money make money for the rich.
Don't get fooled that rich white people don't spend money.
Yeah, they spend money. For sure they spend money, but how?
Most of the
Just
rich
because
people-
it's not as flashy and flamboyant as black people,
Most of
don't
the-
mean that they don't
I
spend
think-
their
I
money.
think-
saying
the
they
problem
don't
with
spend
us
money,
is
but
we don't-
most of the times, like if everybody that wants to start I could think if you ask people, especially on Twitter, what book to read, some shit, Rich Dad Poor Dad,
Yeah.
and I think it is a popular book, and he does give a great example on how like wealthy people spend their money and stuff. Like the whole thing is like they like you said they do buy expensive stuff, but like their income is gonna. It's like a set somewhere they have. Of course, they have multiple streams of income. So like that income is taking care of that expense. That income is taking. If they're gonna get another expense, they're probably gonna get another stream of income, or make sure that this stream of income
my
covers
money's
that
going to make
expense.
me money.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
just spending the money. As
Well,
it
we're not
comes.
rich, so we can't say what black people do with their rich money.
You said what?
We can't say what rich black people do with their money.
I mean, I think it's evident. That's why black people go broke. Athletes. I mean, all the rich people that we do know. Most of the time, that's why I think if you look at our culture, they say to get money when you're younger, all you see is a rapper, basketball player, football player.
And that's just in our culture.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Black people. And if we look at rappers, basketball players, and football players, they go broke because they spend money on cars, just immediate stuff. Like, you can't argue that.
I agree. While I agree with that, but I do also think that has a lot to do with most of the millionaires in America aren't new millionaires. It's not new money. It comes from having money already. You know, it's from family legacy or family businesses and family property, real estate.
Why you getting mad at me? Because I want that for my family, Jay. And you saying, "Oh, Kel, you should pay your taxes." Fuck no. I'm putting them. If they say I owe $1 million in taxes, I'm getting $1 million life insurance policy, pay $500,000 into it, and now I only owe the government $500,000. Why is that a bad thing? Why can't I set my family up for success? That's what they do.
I'm not saying that you can't do that. I never said that you can't do that.
but
I'm
that's how
saying
you
that
avoid
I'm saying
paying
you're avoiding paying taxes, and now you're
And now
you're
my-
helping the
so
wage
now-
gap.
so
You're
now
helping
he part of
disparity.
the problem.
Yeah,
to look out for my family.
bro, you're gonna be good regardless. You're
look
rich.
out-
You're rich.
to
You're
look out for my
you're
family?
rich. You're gonna be good regardless.
You're rich.
You're gonna
rich
be
and
you're-
wealthy is two different things, though.
All right, and you're gonna keep working to get wealthy. I mean, it's not gonna happen fast or slow, but you're
But-
trying to avoid
and-
taxes.
Avoid. I mean, I think even if you look at it now, you say a person right now makes 20,000 because you have thrown that. So person right now that makes 20,000 a year, whatever the case may be, or 50,000, whatever. Let's say keep it at 20,000. Whatever the government taxes them at the end of the year, of course they're gonna look at it and say, "Damn, they don't deserve all that money. I did all the work. I put in them hours. I woke up early to get to work on time. I clocked in. I clocked out. I
Right.
deserve all of my money, or more of it at least." If I'm rich and I make $1 million in a year, I'm going to look at it and say, I put in that work. I clocked in. I clocked out. I deserve that money. You
All right, so do you also deserve good roads? Do you also deserve a military that's going to defend you? Do you also deserve people in the country getting minimum wage or raising the minimum wage? Do you also deserve those things when you're not rich?
Hold up. You saying do I?
I'm
deserve-
saying that
do I
I'm
deserve
saying
all of the
I'm
good
saying where
things?
your tax dollars are going. Like you saying you don't want to pay taxes at all. You have these freedoms for a reason. You paying for them.
You said hold up. What are you asking?
You saying you looking at your $1 million check and you saying I should pocket this whole $1 million check, right?
Right.
Where do you think the tax?
I'm
dollars?
not saying all of it, but I'm just saying like
I should keep more of my money.
yeah, I should keep. I'm not saying all of
Everybody's
it.
gonna always feel like that.
Exactly.
But
So-
it's not. That's not how it is, though. Even if you feel like that, it's other people who are going out their way and making that happen. Where I'm gonna make sure I keep my money, as versus somebody who's making lesser than them or don't have the resources than them. They see that tax shit and they like, damn, ain't nothing I can do. I gotta pay this shit. Versus you, when you rich, you look at this, you say, hey, accountant, hey, lawyer, handle this. I need half of this taken care of. Niggas can't do that. What part of that you can't understand? Niggas cannot do that. And they in the middle class or lower class. They cannot just take that shit to their lawyer and say, go get me some more money this back.
And I get that. That's why I'm voting for Biden. But I'm just telling you, when I'm rich,
I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Trump.
No,
I'm voting for Trump.
I keep saying I'm not because
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not, bro.
You're
I
saying you
think you're
believe
mi-
in the very thing that Biden stands
I
against.
think you're missing like the.
It's okay. You could do both. Is what I feel like he's saying.
I feel like once you
'Cause
get
you-
there, you're not
he-
thinking about people where you was at.
Because even if you the clip you just played, if you ask the dude, is he taking any? Even on another, I watched another podcast. He told the guys to max out your 401k, and they start talking about how it was tax deferred. He started getting into that on another episode. So he's
like,
definitely
yeah, they're still
he's-
doing
But,
the-
all right, I'm okay with 401ks and life insurance policies, stuff that's very commonly known and that we all should know, Roth IRAs, all that stuff. But to me, from my viewpoint, it's no way that a man that's worth $3 billion should pay $1,000 or whatever it was in taxes. That means
I 100% agree with
that
I agree with
means
you.
that means he has did other things to the laws.
That's
He's
why-
not-
that's
he's
why he's
figuring out-
done investigated
doesn't
so
sound
much, bro.
legal. to
and he
me.
hasn't been prosecuted for nothing. He won't ever get prosecuted for nothing
Because he's white.
Because he's rich
and he's white,
and he's rich
mainly because he's white
and he's rich.
But if it was Jay-Z, hang him,
Yeah.
get him out of here. This nigga got too much money and power anyway. We looking for a reason to fuck him up.
Oh, it's rich and resources.
It's-
That's all it is.
and
Jay-Z
white.
has just enough resources
And
to
white.
get whatever the fuck he wants to do.
And white, bro. I think you.
How long did it take for Jay-Z to get into the room to be able to do that though?
Your guess is as good as mine. He's a good businessman. I don't know.
Like it's not as easy. Basically, I see what it's not as easy for us to do. Like yeah, he probably has that leverage
Okay.
now, but it wasn't handed to him.
Because
No.
I think you thinking because Trump is the only billion. I think when you think about billionaires not paying taxes,
Jeff
and-
Bezos didn't
and-
pay no taxes
and
all
another thing,
year.
I think-
he didn't pay no income taxes, bro.
and
He's a billionaire.
Another thing, when you look at that, you got to look at sometimes what our states do. What our states do as far as like, if you want to bring up Jeff Bezos, Amazon bought like the facility is here and somewhere
it's
else.
Virginia, right?
It's in here in Virginia. So our government gives corporations. So I
Cuts,
think
yeah.
Jeff Bezos' face is tied. We don't. You know Jeff Bezos because of Amazon. Do you know what the Johnson & Johnson CEO looks like?
Nah.
Do you know what what's another big corporation? Any big do you know what the owner of Walmart looks like? No, but we know Jeff Bezos. You can put a face to that person. You see the wealth. Now you like, oh fuck no, he shouldn't be getting all this money. But if we didn't know Jeff Bezos,
Just Amazon. is
it'd
the
just be
company.
Amazon. because a lot of times when we talk about we're just getting mad at the person, but the corporations is what's getting all of these tax benefits. So don't say the billionaires, say the corporations.
No, it's
like the corporations.
It was
his
his literal income that didn't get taxed.
and Amazon, but when Amazon didn't get taxes, he's tied into there. Yeah, of course, but Amazon itself didn't get taxed.
All right,
I'll stay get them tax cuts because they could
And
bring.
my
jobs
thing
here.
is, if you think Amazon is doing this, why don't you think every other billionaire, millionaire is doing the exact same thing?
No, I'm not saying that they're
Yeah.
not doing anything, but I feel like there are way more like billionaire companies and like these multi-million-dollar companies and stuff like on the stock market. We're all in the stock market. You see how many companies are on the stock. So let's break it down and look at all of these companies that we can invest in and see what are all of these people paying taxes in type shit. Like what are they doing to help us? You know what I'm saying? So I think I don't know. Maybe you saying I'm just double sided with it, bro. I see both sides. I see both sides, bro.
Gotta be able to see
You
both
gotta see
sides.
both sides, and my whole thing is just the only reason why I don't believe in want to pay is because, like I said, I just go back to it saying like I don't believe in the government. They're not going to do anything to help my people. Why should I give them my money? I can help us better than what they can do, and at least I'll see firsthand like. You know what I'm saying? What if I put somebody through school or, you know what I'm saying, this program helps somebody develop something that now they can make money and so on and so on.
I mean, you acting like there's no programs out here that were government funded, bro. Every school and every public school is taking government money. There's money given to them.
I understand it, but
there's programs being created for public schools for that, bro.
So
it's not like you acting like. I mean, it was nothing. I'm sure it was programs in your school that you didn't take advantage of because it just didn't interest you. It's other things that out there that people can take advantage of. Recreation centers for one. It's opportunities everywhere. It's not just because it's not direct. You don't directly see every dollar that goes into the.
Well, I would probably have to ask somebody in a public school that I guess you're gonna say it's private school, but
Yeah,
did
it's
y'all pay
private
for
dollars.
y'all
It's all donations and tuition.
Did y'all pay for y'all like basketball stuff? Did
Yeah.
y'all have to pay for that shit?
Yes.
I was just
I went to Carroll.
just curious. I was just curious if the school and stuff paid for it. But I mean, I just like I said, I just seen books that were ripped.
Yeah, books
I-
ripped up.
books ripped up.
I had
The
books
oldest-
ripped up in Carroll.
I know that, bro, but
But
I'm not. That
that's-
doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
None of it's right.
It's not.
It's just the way it is.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's the way it is. It's the way the tax system is. So why you getting mad at me for? You just said
because
it's
I
the
want
way
you to
it
be
is.
better than these niggas.
No, the way I'm gonna be better because I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna make real change that I can see. I can.
But there's the tax money you can see, just because you don't directly see the dollar being spent doesn't mean the dollar is DC tag.
First
of all,
the
DC
dollar's
tag
been spent for sure.
DC
That's
tag
not
and
what I
DC
wanted to be
tag for
spent
one.
on.
I went to school off DC tag. How much money did I get in grants and loan and whatever it's called and funding? Half my tuition was paid because of DC tag.
I just don't see it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't.
Pittsburgh Promise. Jordan went to school for
That's in
free,
Pittsburgh. Okay,
basically.
that's in Pittsburgh. Okay,
It's in America.
Okay, it's in Pittsburgh. I see that, but I would just choose to rather spend my money. I want to spend my money on inflict the change where I want to spend it. I don't understand what's so hard to understand that.
And that logic, if everybody took that logic that was a millionaire and said, I'm gonna just take my money and I'm gonna spend it on exactly what the fuck I want to spend it on, half them niggas is not giving back to anybody.
That's
More than half.
That's what they're doing.
More than half are not giving back to anybody.
Okay,
so
I mean-
I'm gonna take this money from you because you're in this country, and I'm gonna take it and redistribute it myself.
But that's the thing. So that's what out of y'all. Like that's how it should be. They should be getting the money taken from, but it's not happening. They're evading, and then we're at the bottom being stuck paying it.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the problem. That's
the problem.
And that's
Exactly.
Trump's. Then that's Trump's world. That's what Trump wants.
Who's
Trump-
voting for Trump? Why you keep talking about?
Because that's what y'all want too.
No.
y'all want, if y'all was rich right now, y'all don't want to pay no fucking taxes.
We're
I
paying
keep
taxes.
saying I would still pay.
No, you're trying to get out of all of them. You're trying to get in the 1% that doesn't pay shit.
Paint it that way, but no.
You keep trying to paint me as that. And it's
Bro,
not
I'm
the
gonna let the
case.
podcast people decide. I'm gonna let the listeners decide tell what they think. I mean,
I
I don't know, because that's just how it feels to me. I mean, to me, I'm more in line with the clip. I'm gonna pay my taxes.
The clip that you play is a perfect example of what I feel like what we're saying. So he's a Democrat. He's rich. He's still paying his taxes, but he's not like I guarantee he's.
But
not
you're not
paying
okay with
everything up
you're not
front.
okay with paying more taxes as a rich person.
Who?
You.
You keep saying that if we're voting for Biden, we obviously are. And
So
if we agree with him, we obviously
So-
are.
But you just said you literally just said you're gonna do whatever you can to pay less money.
You gotta look at it on paper.
You literally just said that.
yeah,
He's saying he's okay with the percentage being raised, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to find a way to still move his money here and here. So you're going to get a higher
what
percentage
sensible
of just
person
what you're
wouldn't do
taking,
that?
right?
Somebody
Like,
who cares about people
so
in the
Jay,
lower class than
so
him,
Jay,
somebody who
you're-
doesn't, who
Jay,
knows
you're
where he
worth-
came from.
You're worth $10 million. They say you owe $5 million in taxes. Nigga, you worked your butt off to make that 10 mil. They say you owe $5 mil. You
Bro.
yeah, send it to him. No, without even blinking an eye, send it to him. Your account, you sure? You could, do this, put money here for such and such, for your kids, for this, that, and the third. You could do this. You're not taking advantage of none of that.
Bro, I'm not saying
You're not doing none of that.
I'm not
giving
saying I'm
money
not
away.
going to take advantage of my dependents and claiming kids and getting money back and blah blah blah. I'm not saying I'm not going to do that.
Those are loopholes.
No, that's the loophole. That's what we're saying. We're not saying nothing illegal. We're just
Claiming
saying
your kids is not a loophole.
Not claim, so I said the example was 10 million. You owe 5 million. They say you could owe 2 million if you put money in an insurance policy. You buy a commercial real estate. You pay the interest that you pay on your $2 million house. You could claim
You
that
build
too.
an
Bro,
Amazon
you're-
facility here.
and you're literally everything you're doing is to take away from people who are in a lower wage from you.
Everything.
Everything
So
you
you're,
do-
so
Yes,
you're okay
yes,
with paying
yes,
that 5 million.
yes.
I like to
yes.
see it. You're mad at 20 grand getting taken out your check a year. You're gonna be mad at 5 billion. Who's not gonna be mad at 5 million?
Bro, at least I know my $5 million is going to somewhere.
Do
You
though?
don't.
I
All you
do.
know, all you know
I
is they're
do.
taking it. That's all
I
you know
do.
is you're giving it away.
I do.
Here.
You got
I
faith
do.
in the government.
I mean,
So where's your money going? That's all we're saying. We want to know
It ain't-
where the money
believe
is
me.
going.
I like to believe that
If you go back in the hood in Trinidad, your road's still messed up. This shit still fucked
So
up.
you keep
out
talking about
there.
you keep talking about like direct impact, bro. You
That's
don't know.
that's what the money's for.
You don't know. All right, but I'm saying you talking about direct, like you can physically see every time.
Should I not see
every tax dollar you're not gonna be able to see, bro. And you could be sending somebody to college on your tax money, bro. You could be putting somebody through school on your tax money. You don't know. You could be literally paying for somebody's fucking house with 8 kids in that bitch with your tax
you're
money.
right, but it's the thing I don't know. I will know if I do it. I don't fuck with the government. I don't believe in them.
Kel, I
helping out
don't
people,
got
bro.
you. I don't got you fucking financing the whole family, Kel. I don't care what you say.
I didn't try to finance a whole program in the school right now.
I don't got you financing the whole family, though. Section
whole-
8, Kel.
a whole-
I don't
a
got
whole
you. I
family.
don't got you.
I'm
I don't
gonna-
got you giving people money back just for no reason, Kel.
It's not going to be a
no.
reason.
That's not.
It's
That's
no
not going to
reason.
happen.
It's because I genuinely want to see a change. I genuinely want to see my people do better. So I'm going to do these things. If I'm doing it right now, you think I'm not going to do it if I got money?
Bro,
money only enhances who you really are.
I don't see you going in the hood. Oh, here, nah. You know what?
Who's gonna do
you
that?
said you want direct impact, right? You want to see your money get used, right? You want to see your money in the community. I don't got you going in the hood.
So you
You
wanna
know
see-
what?
so you wanna know-
You know what?
you wanna know
This pothole's been here for 10 years. You know what?
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
fix
see.
this
I want to
shit.
see the roads fixed.
He's
So you
not
want-
going to go and do that. Who do you think?
I don't
Who do
want
you
to see
think is
abandoned buildings.
who do you think is in charge of doing that shit?
But
Our local representative.
You want to know
Exactly.
You want to know three things I put in my business plan that I wanted to achieve and give back to. So I already said the first thing I do look at for that I want to see changing is what education. So in my business plan, the Nifty paying for that program was one. Setting up $5,000 scholarships. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's book money. Could be book
Yeah.
money. I wanted to raise $5,000 if it comes from my business or if I raise it that way. I even said let's do a conscious ignorance scholarship. Oh, they can start scratching their head. It was $1,000. They can start scratching their head. Not like this is stuff that I want to do now.
I don't remember that.
And-
I don't remember
now-
that. I don't remember that.
now, real
I don't think I would have ever
real
just scratched my head
convincing
at
niggas don't
at a
wanna-
scholarship. I can't
Niggas
remember
real
that
convinced.
one.
I said, why we don't get scholarships to all our schools? $1,000. Now, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
this
don't
is-
remember you saying that, bro.
Bro, this is stuff I definitely bought up. Of course, it's $1,000 you spend. Of course, you ain't gonna throw it
don't-
off the back.
I
of
don't
your head.
remember you saying that, bro.
It might not be you, but I know who it definitely was.
Okay, that's enough. Look, man, my full circle this thing so we can move on because we've been hitting this one hard pretty much. Everybody needs to should be paying taxes. I just don't think it should be any loopholes for anybody, especially if everybody don't have the resources to do it. If everybody can't go out and ask their local accountant or lawyer or whatever to find these ways, then I don't think it should be available to
And it's
nobody.
on you, as you. I'm saying, like, we have spoken about, I guess, your accomplishments and stuff and where you came from, your upbringing and stuff. So it's on you to teach once you get that meal, it's up to you. Like, even on that podcast, one of the dudes said he had, like, the accountant and stuff that he pays for, he says they're on retainer and anybody in his family can call the accountant and get advice. His lawyer on retainer, anybody in his family can call a lawyer, get advice on things because they're on retainer a month. He used those are resources, so it's on you. Like that's why I look at it. I place it on my responsibility. It wasn't there for me. I want to make sure it's there for the next generation.
And I agree. And you're, like I said, you are most likely the exception. But most niggas, like you already said, as many athletes as it is out here, more than half of them not giving back. Half of them not going back to their communities and doing this and that. No, they getting out the communities, they going to the hills, and that's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Going broke.
That's the end of it. So I mean, I've seen DC Tag, I've seen FAFSA, I've seen Pell Grants, loan grants, I've seen all this stuff work in my favor. So that's the part of the system I believe in.
And DC is definitely, you name DC and Pittsburgh, these are definitely two places that like shit is unheard of. Like in Maryland, our fast food, I didn't get shit for fast food. Like DC shit, they pay what?
10. It's like up to 10 bands.
Up to 10 bands. Pittsburgh, they pay the full
Ride.
The full tuition.
What is Maryland? Maryland gave me something. I can't remember what it was,
school,
but
they
I
paid the
don't
whole
think it
thing.
was 10 bands. That's
Yeah,
all right.
exactly. So of course you're speaking like, but I'm speaking like, I mean, we're close, DC and Maryland, but maybe I'm more speaking from, and that's why education is important to me. Maybe I'm speaking more immediately from Maryland because I know I filled out my fast food, and you know what I'm saying, my family, we're doing well for ourselves, but we ain't fucking well off. Right. So like when I seen that fast food shit, I'm like, what the fuck is this going to do? What is this really going to do? This isn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take it, though.
Well, man, it ain't nothing to a Penn State tuition bill.
I'll take the $2,000.
But hey, I bet you, if you probably would have went to a Maryland State school, you'd have got more.
Probably.
That's what it is.
Probably.
They don't like to pay for out-of-state schools.
Probably.
Stay home.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, he still ain't. Well, you went that school's expensive as hell too.
Yeah,
just as
like,
much as Penn State.
Yeah, like 60 a semester, something like that.
Yeah.
Lord.
He wanted me to get a girl. This nigga. They don't even think Black Lives Matter. You want them to? Man, come on now. Man. We can talk about something else, man. How much?
Please.
Niggas watching the fight tonight. This is a tough segue. We're going right from politics.
Oh my God.
Boxing.
Oh my God. That nigga just cut the tension with a knife, huh?
Because it was beef in the group chat for 3
Lord.
You still my dog. Can't wait to make him a millionaire. So I told her, I said, I can't wait to make him a millionaire. So you can tell the accountant, nah, pay the full $5 million. I'm going to be sitting there.
Hey.
Move the money this way. Put the money. Send money to my grandfather.
Put the money to Switzerland in my offshore accounts. Put it in my offshore accounts.
Grandfather.
Sure.
Make sure he good.
Put it in my offshore accounts. That's what you be saying.
He been in Cuba for my. Wire it. Wire it. Get it there somehow.
Meanwhile, the
Don't send it
niggas in the city.
Don't send
or
it to the government.
Niggas that can't afford it, can't do nothing you saying do.
It's other. All right, whatever.
You just named all the resources.
But anyway,
nigga, neither one of us are accountants or lawyers, so we don't know what they can do. But I know it's more than we can do.
Okay, whatever. But anyway, niggas want to talk about boxing or not?
I don't know who's fighting.
Javante.
Yeah.
I mean, he gonna win. This is gonna be easy, dub.
Who's he fighting?
Some Mexican dude. I probably shouldn't say that. He's a Mexican fighter. But he's a good fighter though. But I don't think it's gonna be a good fight.
What's Tank's record?
Undefeated.
Yeah.
He's a pit bull. He not
I
gonna lose.
guess I got a topic that facing.
Please, topic man.
Um,
Off the dome today.
how do you guys split up your time? Like, who do you? You know what I'm saying? When we only got 24 hours in a day. How do you split up your time with people you need to spend time with? Swiggling in you time. Like, are you guys big on like? I know we are.
What?
Big on like me time. Like just me, like doing what I want to do, being by myself. Whether it's going to the store by yourself. I know sometimes either my mom be like, "Oh, I want to go to the store with you." I'd rather do it by myself.
I want to listen to my music when I get in the car.
Right.
How
How do you split up your time with your loved ones, if you significant others, if you have one, like everything?
I don't know.
Do you get backlash for it?
So-
Like,
Since COVID, I guess it's different with COVID, but COVID has changed things for us.
And it changed things, bro. How it changed things?
Yeah, I mean, because it's not really much to do. So where are you going? It's like,
man, that where you going?
So it's like, all right, me and Kale, we get up in the 5:30 in the morning, hit the gym, cool. Then I'm on the clock, get off about 4:30, depending on what time I clock in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after that, I might try to get on duty for a little bit, but baby girl's getting off work too. And she's going home, getting clothes. She's coming over.
She's there. She's at the crib.
Yeah, so we had started like going to the gym. I would go, you know, with Kale every morning. Then me and her would go Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You was doing double up.
I was 2 days. It was real. Yeah. Because Kale don't do legs, so you know I had to get in my legs and my ass for sure.
True. And you know she gonna do the legs.
Yeah,
that's all she gonna want
all
to
she
do.
want to do is legs next. I'm like, perfect. I'm here. I'm winning. So you know that's what that was. But we also started doing like meal prep. So
Hey, get HelloFresh, bro.
yeah, that's what we do. We do HelloFresh. I get 10 meals a week to come, lunch and dinner. So
Yep.
But instead of like cooking one day, we'll damn near cook every day. So we're cooking lunch and dinner every day. So that's like
that's a lot of quality time.
it
man.
is. It's a lot of quality.
That's a lot of quality time.
Jesus Christ!
But you know, you're learning, you're cooking, like you said, spending quality time with each other, and you know, and then by that time after you eat, you know, do your little extra activities, whatever you want to do, you're tired. If I'm up at 5:30, I don't want to be up all night. So.
I think that definitely, like, especially, like, you know what I'm saying, if you got a significant other, you start to think, like, it's kind of like, on topic but off topic as far as, like, you see on TV and stuff, like, married people don't be having sex that much. All this shit started to make sense. It's like, I've been
see
with
you
you
all
all
the time.
day.
Yeah.
Like, let's have sex once, and then I see you Wednesday. Like,
That shit
we
do.
penciling in Wednesday.
I think-
Monday to Wednesday, okay?
I think the whole problem is you don't have time to miss them.
Yeah, give me some time to miss you.
don't
If
have-
I see you all the time, you hear all the time. It's like, all right, I'm happy, but
Oh, yeah, we're happy.
we're happy. You know,
We are happy with you.
But like you said at the beginning, me time is important. Just some quiet time to yourself. It could be me going to the car to smoke by myself. No, you can't come. I want to do it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Get your own.
I wanna
You didn't put in on this.
just me, all right? You know, play Call of Duty. I like to play Call of Duty. Play with the game, you know. And you know, you'll be like most women. I don't want to watch. No, she likes to watch sometimes. She wants to be over my shoulder and watch. And you know, sometimes it's cool, but at the same time,
Like you said, did you give me an
Like-
example when Mommy had like 13 kids?
yeah, I had like 13.
He was like, she was right
she
there.
Like,
She was
ooh,
like, yeah,
we going good.
cheering you on?
Yeah, cheer me on. You know, we got a dub and everything. Good game. But you know, it's like, all right. If I'm home alone, I can sit here and do this for hours. Like,
Right.
ain't nobody here, but you right here watching me. All right, I'm gonna be conscious. I'm not about to do this too long because I got you here. I don't like. What do you?
I think we all do that. We
We
be like, all right,
so yeah,
we gotta get off.
I'm about to get off and spend some time with you know. So
Right.
it's different. It's different right now.
I definitely think, I think especially like you said in quarantine is definitely funny because, we gotta talk. We should have talked about Atlanta before we got into politics, but
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Forgot all about Atlanta.
But I think like with quarantine and stuff, like, especially when stuff was like locked down, and then when stuff started to open up and shit, and you start seeing people at restaurants, I still was kind of like uncomfortable with like kind of like going places and stuff.
That too.
So like she's like, let's go on a date, this, that, and the third. I'm like, why are we going? It's quarantine. Like,
Yeah, definitely
I
feel
mean, I
that.
understand we've been on
Instagram.
quarantine for 3 months, but why do we have to go anywhere? We've been together this whole time. I don't understand. I mean, I don't know how important date night is. Is date night important?
It's important.
To who?
Them.
The woman.
Okay, all right. Because I guess I didn't see it.
I guess you gotta like the last episode you guys did. Your love language, like spending time, quality time is one of my love languages. If I'm spending time with you, that is like okay, cool.
I think
happy.
everyone can agree with that. I think every man can. If
think
I'm in your
every-
presence,
Right, yeah.
that's
You are.
spending time.
I don't-
You are in the house.
Yeah, we don't-
I am downstairs and you upstairs.
We don't gotta go out.
That's crazy.
That's quality time for me. I'm okay with that.
If we're in the same room, like if I'm on my phone, you watching your show, or if I'm watching vice versa, I'm watching my show, you on your phone, and like you sitting up under me, that's quality time to me.
Yeah.
But if soon as the group chat hits you, somebody, oh, let's go to the bar. Now, oh, where are you going?
It's different.
Look at that
I've been
puppy,
with you
though.
in the house all day the last 4, 5, 10 days.
It's
you
some
know,
business.
I want to go chill with the gang. I want to go chill for a bit.
I remember, like, I think I remember, especially when we was younger, like, when girls used to get in relationships, like, they would, like, stop communicating with their friends almost.
I hated it.
Like, no. You can still talk to them.
keep them.
Keep your
Keep
friends,
them.
please.
I liked you better when you had them. Y'all were cool.
I met you with them. They're good people. I trust them. Go with them. Go with them.
Knowing damn well one of her friends a hoe. Just go.
Enticing you to do, enticing her to do, man, he don't care about you, this, that, and this.
Just go. Just go.
Oh my God. But yeah, I was just wondering how you guys are trying to like manage that. I try to be, like you said, be self aware, like especially if you're playing the game or some shit. Like, all right, I could probably get off the game type shit, but
You just gotta find shows, bro. Find shows to watch.
Yeah.
If you got a show to watch, it's always gonna
But
be.
it's so easy because it's not much to do to run through that shit like so quick.
Oh, for sure. I probably didn't watch every single show.
You
That
run through a whole season in a day or two, and you're like, well, damn, that wasn't smart. When's season 2 coming out? I know this just came out 2 days ago, but
Right.
you ready to drop again?
nah, facts. But I mean, I was just wondering that, but we could definitely while we was away, it was Jeff's birthday. My boy 25 out here now.
Jeez.
How was your birthday, man?
Trying to recap. It's a little bit blurry.
So crazy, can't even remember.
All right, okay,
You're 25. You know what I'm saying? I seen on Instagram. You had some shipments come in.
I just, I paint the picture,
You know what I'm
for those
saying?
who don't know me.
Had some Gucci come in. Could have
Yeah.
put it in a 401k, but who cares?
You know.
Only turned 25 once. Only turned 25 once.
So I had seen the Gucci come in, man. Then we were going to Atlanta. Just setting the scene for the people. We're going to Atlanta, man. As soon as we got off the airport, the car's there. Foreign. Boom. Lit.
Jeez,
You tell the story.
What was y'all
You tell the
driving?
story.
What was y'all
Doing a good job here.
AMG just outside waiting. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah.
Car waiting. Nigga Jay came out. Nigga put his hand up, threw the keys at him. Boom.
Caught that shit.
Caught the shit.
Put the suitcase at his face. Put that in the trunk. Put that in the trunk.
Don't scratch my shit.
Right. Don't scratch my shit.
Got in the car. You know what I'm saying? It's the typical car we get when we out there. So
You know.
Bluetooth automatically connected to the
It
car.
was like it was weird. Like it just automatically connected.
First song that had to be played.
We was,
That was a struggle, and cause in LA, that the anthem definitely was so much fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
for sure.
The whole
We
so
was
much
trying to-
fun.
Every
It
time
was-
I hear so much fun, it's like, damn, I should be at LA.
I'm
Drop
telling
top
you.
in the
Yeah,
sun, like,
yeah. But this time, I guess
Atlanta's just not LA. I love Atlanta and I love LA for completely different
Just a
reasons.
different energy in LA.
Completely different reasons. It's just so many black people. I haven't been around that many black people and just it's just been a long time since it's been out for real.
Nah, facts.
But-
Facts. I had to shake the rust off.
Nigga took one shot. Oh, I'm back. I'm in my element now.
so we but it was definitely a good time. Airbnb was nice.
Airbnb was nice. We was in Buckhead.
First night out. Go ahead. Can you
First
recapture
night
that?
out. First night out. What we do? Oh, we went to Escobar for a little bit. That was first night, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
we went to
it
Es-
was.
we went-
Blurred
we
together
went
at
to
this point,
Escobar.
I did some fuck boy stuff.
Ooh, he was that guy twice. Did you do it twice?
Nah, once.
No, you
Once.
forgot something twice.
No, once enough.
Bro,
Nah,
no. You,
definitely once, bro.
I remember you doing.
Homies. it was
I remember
once.
you doing something twice. Anyways, we go to Escobar. We pull up. We got cups. We finish our cups. We walk into the little bar joint. It's like a little. It's weird in Atlanta. All the bars have sections. It's like it's weird.
Bars and lounges have sections.
They have sections, so it's like, all right. I mean, so we go in there. We go to the bar a little bit. Well, we're walking to the bar, and then Kel says, guys,
No ID.
guys,
You know that noise.
No ID.
And
guys.
you don't really got the face card there, so you can't. it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
nope. And as soon as he said that shit, you say, oh yeah, you're being that guy tonight.
Did he
just
pour this
started.
in LA too?
Nah,
That was me.
It was you.
he lost his ID. I knew what mine was.
I didn't lose it. They never gave back to me from playoffs.
You lost it.
They never gave back to me. Kel was that guy, but we get in there, we get a few drinks, and we like, all right. But soon as Kel comes back, it's time to wrap it up and hit the club for real. So
I'm like, oh.
so he didn't even get that Escobar experience the first night. So Escobar was pretty lit though. It was some nice things in there. It was it was good vibes. It was good to be around women and music and bar and all that shit. Niggas ain't did that in months. Like,
So, if you look on Instagram, you see Atlanta is wide open, as you can tell. So,
Bro.
how was the mask situation? What was COVID like down there?
COVID was lurking. COVID's out there.
COVID's there.
COVID-
If COVID's not there, it's not nowhere.
Atlanta is open.
COVID is like happy. Like I feel like cases probably should go down here because COVID is just running there.
This is like a safe haven. Like, I have never felt more safe than coming back from Atlanta now. Cause that shit, bro, you walk into the bar, it's like, so we're not wearing masks at all. No.
So
You
y'all
almost like-
getting side eye for wearing the mask out there.
You said what?
Y'all getting side eye for
Then
wearing
the
the
jump
mask.
asked you,
Joint literally asked me, "Why do you have a mask on?"
I would have punched you.
Have you not been watching the news?
I said it's a pandemic. He said, "But I can't breathe in mine." I said,
Want to keep breathing?
Right? Do you want to keep breathing?
He said, I can't breathe in mine, and nobody else has their mask on. I was like, so if everybody jump off a bridge, you gonna jump off a bridge
Oh
too?
my God, you turned into your dad or something.
I couldn't help it. Like,
That's just some irresponsible shit right there, bro. That shit is just wide open. But we ended up going to Boogaloo after that.
that shit was shaky. I ain't know
Nah,
about
Boogaloo
that
was
one.
cool. They had the little swinging
Starting out when
bars.
it was getting described to me, shout out to Ross, but when Ross was describing it,
Yeah, so if we was
because it was my
Atlanta,
job to plan. Like Jay,
I threw Kill the Keys for the weekend.
Oh yeah, because it's his shit. So you know,
Yeah.
somebody else got to take the. Yeah.
yeah, you know what
So-
I'm saying.
So yeah, Boogaloo. If we was Atlanta natives or we had been to Atlanta before, we probably would have known Boogaloo was lit because it was lit. But from the name Boogaloo, you just don't want to be that.
I'm not going to book.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there.
It sound like a hole in the wall bar.
I'm telling you, but you get there and it's flashing lights. It's some like they got the little swings
Yeah.
at the bar, so you already know who's coming for the swings.
Yeah, for sure.
So get there, it's nice vibes, energy.
The woman, if you don't know, come for the swings.
The women come for their Instagram boomerangs.
Instagram.
They coming for boomerangs all night. So yeah, we get to the table. We seen some flashing. Like we got some bottles at the table. I hadn't seen bottles in like,
Months.
Like
Lord.
it's been like 9 months since I
ain't
seen
seen
a
a
bottle
bottle girl
girl
come with the-
with flashing lights. It felt good. Felt good. So after that, I can't remember. Waffle
I
House.
will say this, man, just to bring up one thing, because in this later story is going to be relevant. Daggone who some girls come in the section, but like their shoes are off,
Section etiquette. We gotta talk about that next.
Shoes
episode.
off.
like shoes
the-
off.
We've
And
talked
the
about this
spot?
before, but
We
gotta-
have talked about
I don't
sex.
know.
So
if
they're barefoot on the floor.
naked floor, just no socks, no nothing, and like just
I
running
took-
amok.
I took that they was ready to get down. They was ready to go
They don't
in.
care about COVID. They don't have no mask on. They don't care about COVID. They don't care about
They
germs.
just running wild.
just walking.
They didn't care
STDs.
about nothing, bro. I'm like,
You know they don't care about condoms. They don't care about masks. They don't care about.
they raw dog everything.
They don't care about.
Their whole life is raw.
Raw and uncut.
This is not the woman I want around me, especially in Atlanta.
Oh
The
my
home
god.
of STDs.
Oh,
The
Lord.
oh my god.
No, bro.
The home.
I was just looking at these girls like, yeah, this ain't it.
I mean, they were a good time though.
Right there where they were. They stayed in
They
that
stayed in a little
sec-
corner.
Yeah, once they because at first they were kind of like everywhere trying to figure out where they wanted to be.
Figure out
Once they
who,
found,
where's the spot to be.
yeah, once they found where they were, I was like, all right, I'm good with them being right, right there.
Yeah. So
But yeah, that shit was alright though.
So first night was cool. So second night was my actual B-day night. My birthday was Sunday. So when I was Saturday, that's when I brought out the drip a little bit.
Brought out that shit.
Yeah, it brought out that shit a little bit, What we do? We ended up going to Compound. Compound was lit. That shit was big as fuck. Like
nah, that
like,
club was fucking huge.
that shit was like a compound. Like that shit was big. That shit was big as fuck.
Leading
Compound
up
was-
into that night, I just don't like. I don't know what happened. Like when I left the career, because at first people just, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Whatever. I'm like, Jay, like, talk to Kim.
I was like, talk to Kel and Sig. Sig been sending bottle prices all weekend. Talk to Kel and Sig. Talk to Kel and Sig. I don't know. I'm not making no executive decisions.
So I think by like 5 o'clock or something like that, I'm like, all right. So I was like, forget it. I'm just go to Compound and like pay the deposit or whatever. So I get down there. First of all, like it wasn't a deposit. They wanted me to pay the full amount right there. I was like, nigga, lucky it's his 25th birthday. 2,500? I can't give you 500 now. You get the $2,000 when we get it. Like,
my niggas got it.
I'm good for it. Because at first we thought, honestly, when the Texas prices came in, we seen a $1,200. You get 3 bottles.
Right.
So we was taking, all right, bet $1,200.
Right, that ain't
That's
bad.
light, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But when I'm glad I went down there though, because when I went down there, this joint was like in the cut. Like you don't want to be there. I was like, I see why this 1,200. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. And then so the joint was 2,500 or whatever. But it was a good spot, and you got 6 bottles.
6 bottles.
That's
not-
more than enough.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last 2.
Last 3, I know when we were leaving.
Did y'all finish them?
Yeah, when we were leaving, it was 2 Don Julios left, full. And
Full?
What? And a Henny, full, left.
You ain't pull your move? I remember this nigga called me from DC one night, ran out the club with a damn bottle.
No, I was because it got bad that night. It got bad that night. for
Yeah,
me.
boy was mixing, and we had we got a Moet. I think she threw in the Moet though, cause they didn't charge us extra for that shit. But Yeah, 6 bottles, bro. I was like, cause when
How many of it was there?
that's what I'm saying. I was like 6.
It was 6 of us.
Oh yeah, that's
and we
out of it.
we
Hey,
all.
come on.
Just come on. Just come drink it. We
And that's
don't-
another thing. Like you would think it would be, you know what I'm saying, some things in Atlanta, like in Gen Pop. It's like, bro, trash. It's like I'm like,
They
am
just-
I in Atlanta?
They just mid, bro. Like they just having big titties and fat ass, but they don't be
Or-
pretty though. I want pretty Jones in my section. It's just all. If you ass man, that's the place to be. That's the place to be.
Or it'd be like, for every, you know what I'm saying, if it's a group of 4, 1 to 2 would be cute.
You got some butterface.
Yep.
Yeah, then you
Yep.
just got, you not cute enough to want me to bring her in.
Right. You fucking up the whole flow. Can we just bring y'all?
Can they go to the bathroom?
They
You
should left her at
disappear.
Tell her call an Uber. She has to go.
This not her night.
She not hanging with the ballers tonight.
I'm sorry. It's just, oh yeah.
But
so, but that shit was lit.
but yeah, Gen Pop was I mean,
like I said, it was just definitely nice to be like in the club atmosphere.
Out on the scene.
Yeah,
with the Rona.
scene.
Yeah,
what the
for sure.
Rona? Me and Rona cooling.
Yeah, because there was definitely no mask in there either. Like none. Like,
But the way they do it is, so what we all did, we all wore our masks to the section. But once we got in our section, we took our masks off.
I never understood that.
I still
Like,
kept mine on for the most part. I took it off a lot, but I was like, let me try to put it back on.
It's like at a restaurant now.
Yeah,
So like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. You have to walk into my establishment, you have to wear a mask. But once you get to your seat, fair game.
so I'm because you're around the people that you came with. So, but I'm thinking like we don't really even really know how Rona works for real. It's not really. We don't know if it's
You
airborne
don't
or.
know nothing.
So, I think the only way you can really catch that shit is if somebody like directly coughs on you or like directly germs some shit like that.
It doesn't exist down there, so.
But they
got
don't
the cure,
even.
obviously.
They don't care, bro.
they got
They
the
They
Just
get that
tell
shit.
nobody.
They get that shit and shake it off. Like, oh, I got a cold this week, and just keep on moving, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's lit down there though.
Nah, it definitely was a good time. I think that's the only thing I could. Anything happened funny that night?
I mean, I called Earl. That was about it.
I mean, that was gonna happen. We knew that was coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was because of the. I'm never doing it again. I'm 25 now. Don't drink bubbles after you done drink liquor.
I done slowed down with the liquor a lot.
Don't. I mean, it was my 25th, so I had to go.
Yeah, you had to show your ass.
And then they wasn't trying to see. Look, these niggas was like, these some funny niggas here. These some funny niggas here. If you can't see me, I'm wiggling my finger pointing at Kale. I'm in the crib. I'm like, are we in Atlanta or no? I'm in the crib trying to drink, and these niggas is not trying to drink with me. These niggas not trying to drink with
When
me.
I left
I'm-
and came back, I started drinking with you.
You did, but I'm way drunk. I'm drunk at that point. I'm already, nigga. Kel left at like, I left at like 2:00 and got back at like 7. I realized Kel left Duce bottle in the car from the night before.
He's like, oh,
I'm like, oh, well, what's this? I was drinking the whole day, and then once I get back, everybody's, oh yeah, we just chilling, we ain't drinking.
everybody
Yet.
trying to recover from the night before.
No, it's time to go. It's time to drink.
It's my birthday.
Right? I'm not about to. Nope. So
Yeah.
them niggas wasn't trying to have fun.
And then even at Compound, so that's why I had brought up, you know what I'm saying, those girls.
Oh, yeah.
with the shoes up, because they showed up at Compound too.
Y'all invited them, or
They was a friend
somebody-
of a friend.
It's friend of a friend.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But they showed up.
wasn't no layups?
What are you talking about? They showed up. they showed up. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I already told you these girls is not what you just want, like not what you wanted. So they pull up, bro.
Oh my God.
Like the one that was like the most active, like she was definitely annoying the night before.
That's what was funny. You about to get to that?
Yeah, oh, I think so.
Okay.
You can say it.
Because after I had, so it was like 2:30 or like 2. I think like 2. It was around 2:30 when I got too drunk and I was like, yeah, bro, it's time for me to wrap it up. I got Damon. I'm like, bro, get me out of here before I call Earl in this damn club. So I go to
The
the
smoke didn't mellow you out?
no smoking.
So
So
we don't do that.
So once I get to the car, we parked in like the cut a little bit. I'm like, all right, bet. I could, I could do what I gotta do here. So I throw up, and then like 2 minutes later, I fall asleep. I wake up, and we're taking the girls with no shoes on home.
Oh Lord! How did we get here?
Nigga, that's exactly what I'm thinking. That's
It wasn't me. All I know, because I'm before you even say that, I'm talking about in the club.
Oh, okay.
When they get there, like I try to say what's up to one of them, just being nice, and she kind of like sedity a little bit. I'm like, Bitch, you not Sadiddy. You was just barefoot in the club. I seen you. Don't try to act
the
like
black
this.
feet.
Yeah.
I know your feet, but they ain't mopping this for years.
COVID all over your feet. Now you want to act Sadiddy. Nah. And she kept
on.
acting like that all night. So I was like, you must. That's the one that was carried out. She was getting carried out the club. Like,
yeah.
She was done.
She was done.
I was like, now you trying. I was like, yeah, you acting completely different. I ain't even talk to her the rest of the night type shit. So then we get to now we at Jay story.
All right, so yeah, I'm in the car. You know, I'm like halfway conscious for real. So I'm in the back seat. I don't know why I was in the back seat, but I'm in the back seat. I like wake up a little bit. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is in the car? Like I'm like, who the fuck? I literally said like,
Look to your left and your right.
no, my eyes never opened. I never saw him. I still don't know to this day what they look like at the night. So I'm like, who the fuck is in this car? They like, oh, is there? I'm like, who the fuck is in the front seat? She's like, oh, you don't got. I'm like, bitch, this is my shit. Like, who are you talking to right now? Like, who are you talking to? I don't even know why I was so angry.
Put it over.
Right,
Bitches out.
like, y'all gotta go.
So, but like even before he doing that shit, Tom trying to like orchestrate shit and get, you know what I'm saying, make sure everybody got rides and shit. I'm like, no. Why are they coming with us? No. You know, I'm like, cause I'm mad too. No, fuck, cause her, no. Fuck
You
that,
gotta
no.
go.
And Ant laughing, Kel, you funny as shit. I'm like, nah, cause that bitch man, we seen her ass, man, fuck. Like, just going on. What the fuck she think? She think she's too good? She wasn't too good last night when she was twerking. It looked like she was twerking for her damn life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already mad. And then I don't know why Tom thought it was a good idea to just have all of them in that car and him ride with me and Ant. And then so
should've
like
never been an option.
Damo texting, I guess this is him kirking out. Damo texted chat like, these niggas in here arguing. But I'm drunk though. I ain't even paying no mind to. I'm thinking he talking about the girls arguing about some
He
shit.
talking about Jay and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, no, with the funniest part is, bro, our Airbnb is like, or whatever it was going, it's like 25 minutes away. Nigga, Damon was driving. He didn't have Bluetooth connected or aux playing, bro.
So
it
Y'all
was
riding
dead
silent and y'all arguing.
It was dead silence in the car.
Nigga, as soon as we get to the Airbnb, that girl calls her Uber immediately. She said, I'll be damn if I take it. Oh my God.
Bro.
And then, but I'm out there and, you know what I'm saying, it's just me. All three of us out there. Jay's like passed out on the couch. Me and Tom, you know what I'm saying, still drinking or whatever. The two joints there. But I'm drinking with Tom, but I'm only there for Tom. If that makes sense. If you a nigga, you know.
I got you.
If you a nigga, you know. So I'm only there for Tom. But then she just opens her mouth just too much. And
I'm going to bed.
Tom said, he said, yeah, I saw you walk back there. That's when I knew.
Just go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I just went in the front, closed the door. I was like, yeah, it's a wrap, bro. If he gonna have to do some Kobe shit tonight.
You have to go score.
Shit,
Go
yeah.
get 2 for 1 at this bitch.
But nah, that shit was definitely
And what the fuck? Last night went to a strip club. Atlanta strippers are, well, they're not even Atlanta strippers because half of them bitches not from Atlanta.
yeah.
flew
So
in.
they go to Atlanta.
They get flued
to
out.
strip.
Bro, they be from everywhere. Anywhere that Corona hit, that strip clubs closed, they in Atlanta now stripping.
Ooh, you
Bro.
know who I seen? Think back to one of Ashley friends.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but look, I see her, but like, you know, I had my mask on and shit. I think she didn't have hers. They didn't have hers on, but I'm talking to her and shit or whatever. Because they did, like, one of the girls she talking to, and Al Barter girls right there, like, when I come out the bathroom and shit. So, like, they started doing, like, a Baltimore two-step and shit. I'm like, oh, shit, where y'all from? Da, 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 da. So, she said she from Philly. The other girl said she from whatever she's from. But we started laughing, whatever, and then I hold a conversation for, like, 2 or 3 minutes. But I'm looking at this girl like, yo, I know you from somewhere. And at this point, I took my mask down. I'm like, in my head, I know you from somewhere. And then even when we leave, I say something to her like, I'm saying bye, whatever. And then I'm like, yo, where do I know this girl from? And then I finally get on Instagram and I see, I'm like, yo, and then like I'm like, yo, nigga, that was you, this, that, and the third. I didn't even know. She was like, huh? Where you know me from? Bitches really move and create whole new identity. I'm like, yeah.
Like she don't know her past self?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm Ash cousin. Oh, I don't hang with her no more. That don't negate from the fact.
I know who you are.
I know who you are.
I know what you've been doing.
She said,
Been around you plenty.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, bitches really up and move to a different state and just
Delete their whole fact.
delete their whole. That shit was just funny. That's why you gotta be careful out here, fellas. Like, she say she from a different state. I don't know.
Check back.
Yeah.
Call in, bro. See
Yeah,
what they
check the
doing.
references.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we in the club, strip club. You was talking about the strip.
Oh yeah, strip club, bro. Strip club it was cool, but them they was just greedy out there. And then I was throwing money, right? So I'm throwing money, and then I leave. Me and Kel leave, and then we come back and we get reports that the three junglers that we was throwing money at fighting over the money.
Oh yeah.
They was fighting
The
over
bottle
the money.
girl. The bottle girl came out.
Yeah, so we, you know, at stadium it's a friendly environment.
Where are they at?
Stadium is a friendly environment, bro. So if you throw money, I mean, they just split it up, divvy it up, however the way they do it. They do the figure that shit when they get it back. No, these bitches want their cut. Like if
He
a
want to
stripper,
throw money at you.
exactly.
You was just standing there. Nah.
Exactly.
I think when you really think about it, they got a way better system at stadium. Like that's why if girls are traveling together, they got one bag.
Right.
So they keep all the money in that one bag.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
we made tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, this is me.
Right.
But they'll come into sections where it's already bitches dancing at, and then
Yeah.
expect not to split it, just because they talking to the nigga who throwing money.
And I think it's kind of like, cause the one it's some bad. All of them they look alright, but it's the bad joints in there. I try to get one come to the section. She's like, you gotta get them girls out of there because I don't feel like
Splitting my money with
yeah,
them.
you know what I'm saying, type shit. I'm like, huh? What you talking about? Like,
That's not. What do you
I
mean?
want more bitches over here.
yeah,
No, it's me or them.
Right.
You choose.
Well, go find somebody.
And
I
it's
don't
all
know.
I'm nice, so it's kind of hard for me. Like, yeah, get out my section.
Oh my god.
So I had to get the bottle girl. Like, yo,
Get her out,
can
please.
you clear this out,
Please
please?
get her out. She is
But-
not doing it for me.
Yeah.
She is not making me want to throw any money.
I remember LA. We had. I think the last night we was at Playhouse. The security was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna create a bear." We was like, "All right, cool." So he was like, "All right, so what y'all paying?" We was like,
What?
"What are you talking about?" He was like, "You want me to keep them out your section, right? I'm gonna need some money." We was like, "We just paid for the section. What you talking about?" He was like, "Nah, I need a cut." We like, "Oh no, you don't gotta do shit, but we got it."
Right. We can strong arm too, nigga. We just thought that was your job.
Right, we got it. I ain't asked you to come over here. You came over here.
We just thought that was your job.
For sure.
But nah, overall, Atlanta was lit. Atlanta going crazy. I might pull back up. I got keys and shit to the crib.
Yeah, keys.
Yeah. I got keys.
Yeah, for sure. I told you they tried to boy tried to get us with the car.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah.
finesse us with the car.
Trying to finesse us.
It's handled.
Yes. Beat the case.
My lawyer Jewish.
Nigga want a Jewish lawyer, huh?
Yes, I
you
do.
know they ain't paying taxes.
Hey, but that's legally. They can legally not pay taxes. Let's not go back here, please.
You just said they could legally not pay taxes.
I don't even know what Jewish lawyers do. I'm just talking. I don't even know anybody Jewish.
They do that. They do that just what you're talking about.
well.
But y'all got anything else y'all want to touch on? I can't even see. I feel like it's been a good.
It's
Minute.
been a good minute, but
Yeah.
the boy is dropping the top of 2021.
Oh shit,
The goat, the motherfucking goat.
man! What we expecting from this? Do we want to talk about this now?
Yes,
or-
yes,
Okay,
yes,
all right,
yes,
all right,
yes,
all right, all right.
yes.
I might need a drink. Are we drinking tonight? Can I ask this? Are you okay? Are you drinking tonight?
Yeah, I can drink.
Are you drinking tonight?
Yeah, I can pull up after the release party.
I thought I was going to that.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know if you was coming or not.
Oh, I'm gonna come. We could do something at my house if y'all want. Just put no. I want to go to the
Let's
room.
not talk about this on the podcast.
Okay, all right. I just like to get y'all right here because you guys. I like to lock my to lock my plans in. I like to lock my plans in.
I hate that people was saying that Drake had an off year.
Who said this?
What do you mean?
On Twitter.
said that?
On Twitter.
Everything he's
Oh, we didn't
features, hit after hit, the demo
I guess
tapes.
this isn't the right group to have this conversation with. We're just going to agree
This
with
is
each
all
other.
pro.
That boy don't miss.
We need somebody who's not going to say he's the GOAT.
I would hate for them to be here though.
Yeah, nah.
With 3.
Bro,
But nah,
niggas on Twitter was saying that, bro, they say
Is it
it.
valid arguments?
They-
What does he put out this bag?
They say it every year, bro. He hasn't he hasn't did shit this year. He hasn't did shit last year. I'm like, bro, what?
Hear me out. So if we were outside, Laugh Now, Cry Later would have been huge.
It was.
Huge.
It was.
It was still big, but think about just being outside. Sunday Fun Day, like that song, like, baby. Hitting.
I don't know. That nigga a genius. Because that part, when I first heard that part, I was like,
It
the
grew
first
on you
time
like
I
hell,
heard
though,
it,
did it?
I was like, what the fuck is this? Then he said it again.
Said it again.
Third time, I'm baby. I say this nigga a
This
genius.
nigga, how does he do it?
And we were listening to what podcast we listened to the gym?
the ET Kevin Durant.
With 40,
Yeah.
with 40 was on the KD's joint. I think I told you that he he was saying that really that giving Drake really a lot of the credit for a lot of the
Like he do a lot of like the producing. Like he'll be like, all right, hey, add that hook or add that drum or do like he'll orchestrate the record for real. Like he's in there like very very hands on. I'm the engineer, but he's damn near the producer.
Right.
Right.
He's telling you what the fuck to
So
put in.
so think about that, and you think about he's had a whole year at home, can't go nowhere, just at home making music. Think about the Lucy's he's giving us. The Lucy's.
facts.
Man.
Because even that,
This is crazy.
I wouldn't have been
I
mad.
can't believe niggas be like, this nigga is the greatest nigga. Like, come on, man.
Because I still listen to that. What's that shit I always listen to with the Florida
Demo
Florida
tapes?
Love joint?
Demo tape? Dark Lane
For some
demo
reason, I
tapes?
can't remember the name of that shit.
Dark Lane demo tape.
Yeah, nah, that shit's like, you know what I'm saying, fire. It's like
The whole he was really rapping on that shit.
yeah.
He really rapped on that.
It's like the first When to Say When, and then that Chicago freestyle back to back like that was like
Crazy.
that nigga.
Drop the visuals with it too. The visuals.
Drake Jewish, you know he ain't paying taxes.
He's in Canada, so it's a whole different tax system. Can't even vote here, so leave him alone. Can't even vote here. But that nigga, yeah, no, I'm trying to think, bro. He just had it's so many features. He on 21 shit. He on Bryson shit. He on Young Blue shit. Fucking, it's just so many
Hits.
hits after hits after.
Oh yeah, that
hits.
Young Blue shit.
Yeah.
That shit. That bar. What is the bar, bro? Put a song on my
Pretty
phone.
woman told me ugly lessons.
No, not that one, bro.
You talking
Put
about
it on your phone right quick.
The junk you used to hug?
Yeah,
I know that type of hug.
Ooh,
I watched
we might gotta get into that.
Nigga, what? Oh, he said that shit. Like, why do you like?
Why is he dropping
so
game?
observant? Like Drake, I think.
Oh,
some,
he
I
pays
think-
too much attention to detail.
I think some of the best artists, not even just rapping, but even if you look at comedians, what makes some of the best comedians, they like ultra observant. Like
Yeah, you
they
gotta
point
be.
out shit that you could relate to,
Yeah.
and now that shit's super
How'd
funny.
You know I felt that way.
Yes, and that nigga Aubrey does that shit so well to me. Like,
Every
nigga,
time.
how you make you worth 500 something mil, but how you make me feel like I've been in your shoes
Right.
before? You know what I'm saying? I think that's why some of his music is so, you know what I'm saying, like it transcend through so
Yeah.
much, like to the hood, to like, you know what I'm saying, regular people, whatever the case may be, like, cause this shit's just relatable. Like any nigga that go to the club, whether you scam, whether you fucking,
You know that that boy should little side hip a little.
yeah, nigga, I seen that hug before. You know what I'm
I'm about to read the verse, bro. The verse was kind of the whole verse is crazy, bro. He said, "I took you to the club and you hugged on somebody that I know, and I know them type of hugs. Same shit I used to do to women when I used to fuck, and I know." Jesus Christ, man.
That alone, same hugs I used
and
to
I know,
do.
and I know they with they nigga, but they never brought it up.
Now, how do you maneuver that situation in both parts? Like, how do you play it? Like, if you're the nigga, like, that's giving the sideways hug, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on both sides. I feel like every nigga has. I've been on one side more than the other. The side being when you giving a hug, like, oh shit, her nigga right the fuck there, like, what the fuck? But so
It's DC nightlife. It's just a small world.
yeah.
Probably in the club with multiple.
So it's like damn. So just to break that situation, like damn, this nigga fuck my bitch.
If you're on the other side, that shit painful.
Yeah, one side is like, oh shit, she with that nigga. I can hit again.
Oh my god, that's our logic every time.
Oh,
I mean,
she with that dude.
him, that guy,
That's my replacement. That's the best you could do.
he do the same thing as me, but he doesn't do it as good as me.
What's wrong with that?
Another great one.
Oh my god, this nigga
How
Drake,
is he?
bro.
What?
Niggas not, bro. At this point, if you don't want to give Drake his credit,
It's
you're
like
a
not
hater.
giving LeBron his credit.
You're a hater at this point.
Essentially,
Like it's
you're a
just
hater.
it's like no
That's what it
other
comes
way.
down to.
It's no other way to paint it but you're a hater, bro.
you're a hater.
Like the shit that he was doing in quarantine. Even that motherfucking. Did we ever talk about Tootsie Slide? Like even that song, even though we don't listen to it that much no more, but that shit was low key genius for the moment. Like
It was gonna be a hit.
his
Niggas in the house
timing-
dancing.
Yeah, that time, his timing, how he puts tracks together, I think is definitely
Very
something.
very calculated. Very calculated.
Yeah, and I think sometimes with some artists, we tend to give. I know I said this on the podcast before with who's that little boy, 6ix9ine.
Oh.
So people used to be like, "Oh, he's a marketing genius, this, that, and the third." I really don't give him too much credit of being a marketing marketing genius more so than him fucking just being an idiot for number one.
Yeah, people love stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really say I don't want to say that's smart and he's calculated and stuff. He's just fucking trolling shit. That's just not calculated.
It doesn't last.
And it doesn't last. You see where that shit got him. And I mean, he's out now, but that nigga was in a fucked up position. And he ain't as out.
What have you heard from him since?
Exactly.
Like he came out when that same trolling shit. Now what?
We're bored because you were out of everyone's faces too long.
Right.
People like it was on to the next thing. Maybe he could have still been continuing what he was doing if that shit didn't go south. But it was like a few months stint when you wasn't in your. Now I want to say our face because we didn't listen to his music, but he wasn't in his.
He wasn't on Instagram. He was all over
He wasn't
Instagram.
in his audience, face. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they kind of got bored with him.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, and then but that's why I don't give him credit for that. But to Drake, like you said, I think it's calculated.
Yeah.
So what are we expecting from the album next year? Are we expecting?
It's gonna be some. It's cold outside. It's gonna be. I don't feel like it's gonna be too much up tempo. It's gonna be like some lover boy. It's gonna be some
Certified Lover Boy.
Some you in the house all alone. Like you gonna get them vibes. Real melodic.
I think it's
compared to an album, compared to a previous album, because that's all you can do is compare the niggas to their greatest works.
If you think about it, I think because if you think about it, he was rapping on
Demo tapes.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the first half. And some songs too, like sprinkled out.
Those was all. He said those was all throwaways.
I know,
and, leaks.
but that's what I'm just trying to say. Like towards the I want to say in the middle and at the end, it was kind of like Certified Lover Boy vibes. Florida Love, right? You know, from Florida with love.
That was the first song.
That wasn't Florida. No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that was Deep Pocket. It's the second
That's
song.
Deep Pocket.
It's the second song then.
Florida, what is it? Florida Love is towards the end.
I know
bro.
it's a song with Chris Brown. That's towards the end. That's that Lover Boy.
From Florida with Love is track 12, bro.
I thought that was.
No, bro.
That's 12.
The
What's two?
beginning is the one.
Two is
the
When They Say
rapping
When.
shit.
When They Say When.
That's what I'm saying. The beginning is like kind of like the rapping shit,
Right.
And then he transitions into that. So I think it's gonna be that vibe. I think those are throwaways from the album. Like you said, been in the studio, been in the house. I think the second half of that shit is all shit that didn't make Certified Lover Boy. And if that's the case, I'm excited.
I guarantee it's not gonna be too much upbeat. Like you want to be out. It's not gonna be something you can be outside to because we're in the house. It's gonna be something you can vibe to in the house with your lady, some chill. I'm excited.
I'm hoping. I'm y'all are
Pour
giving.
some wine. You know what I'm saying? He hate drinking wine.
I don't hate. I mean, let's just like that white.
I can't drink wine with my bros.
No, we're not drinking wine
not
together.
Jerome,
Fucking
not Jerome.
faggot. No.
We can't sip wine. We could drink.
LeBron
beer.
and them be drinking wine together.
No, we're
No.
not sipping wine together.
LeBron and them be on the yacht. You don't be sending pictures.
I don't
What
care.
Dwayne Wade be doing now? Fuck no. Fuck no.
I want to sip
Look what I
wine with
got
my
Dwayne
lady.
Wade.
I want to sip
got
wine with my
Dwayne.
lady.
I got Dwayne Wade now.
Oh my god.
No, I'm y'all are probably, I'm thinking y'all are right. Y'all are giving good analysis of the situation.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
think,
You gotta get real intricate into this.
I'm
stuff.
R&B Drake is kind of my favorite Drake.
Oh,
So I wouldn't be mad at a R&B album.
But even though it's gonna be R&B, he's still gonna talk his shit.
As he
Like
does.
Views. I'm thinking like a
Yeah.
Views. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like a Views. Views wasn't really like rap shit or it wasn't slow shit. It was like tweener shit. Like it was like all tracks that could go either way type shit. Like you could listen to it when you mad, you listen to it when you happy, or you sad. Anyway, any kind of vibe you want, you could put on Views and it felt like that's what I want to hear. So
I feel
I'm
like
getting.
we might get more of like a Take Care vibe.
I don't think that can be repeated. As much as I want it to be repeated, I just don't think it can. That was different.
What?
Shit, if we got like a fucking
Take
yeah, it is in the winter. It's called
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, I just hope I just hate that the expectation for Drake is always to outdo Drake, and not
Every song sound like Drake featuring Drake.
it's like LeBron.
You only
Go.
you competing with yourself.
Right, he's only competing with himself at this point. He's not competing with it's nobody on his level. Lyrically, not lyrically, but
biggest artist of our generation for sure.
artist wise or numbers wise, nobody's competing with him. So it's like niggas be like, oh yeah, this shit wasn't as good as your last shit, but then his new shit come out and then this shit wasn't as good as the last shit. So how is
what was bad?
right? Which one was bad? Because you just didn't like it at the point that you didn't like it, but you went back and listened to it. Like it's everybody's favorite Drake album is probably a different album. Like
For sure.
everybody
It's all
has
about what you was going through in your life at that time. How the music
Exactly.
hit you. You like that.
exactly. Everybody has a different favorite Drake album. I mean,
sure.
I don't know. I just hate that he gets that ridicule. I mean, it can't be all love, but you know.
Hey man, you what's those saying? Like, I guess when you're the hero, what you gotta
You live long enough to
watch yourself become the villain.
Oh,
some
you die a
shit.
hero.
Yeah,
you
die
live
hero,
long,
yeah.
you live long enough to become a villain.
Yeah, so I think that's in his case, like, it's especially the pace that he's been keeping up and the accomplishments and stuff that he's
Stimulus package is still valid.
you know, boosting people's careers and so much and so on. And the crazy thing is, I feel like everybody, I mean, if you're not beefing with him, of course, like in the industry pretty much respect it. It's just like the fans that say stuff because, you know what I'm saying, like the really, like people would try to say, oh, like hood niggas don't really fuck with Drake. I remember whatchamacallit said, Damo was like, this nigga trying to play Drake when we was riding through such and such.
I put on Time Flies. Bitch, you was an AMG. So what? I don't gotta listen to slide music all the time. Fuck. I mean,
But I was like, I mean, shit, nigga, Drake good. Like, he 21 definitely. I think Drake had sent him something for his birthday, but 21 definitely fucks with Drake because I forgot what song it was. Like when 21 was like coming up, and Drake got on that song with him, and that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It do numbers,
It
bro.
did what Drake does. You know what I'm saying? The Drake feature does.
Some people try to call it a culture vulture, but I feel like nah. He's with the he up and coming. I'm gonna get him a feature. I like that sound, and that shit gonna take off.
Yeah.
how do you feel about that? The whole he dips into whatever.
It's
Shit.
versatile as fuck. Cause okay, he dipping everybody's shit, but it's successful. Like
Facts.
his
The drill music.
and he
right.
pretty much always goes to who is the popping guy in that joint.
That's what I be trying to tell niggas.
Like, it's not like he does it by himself.
Right.
Whenever he does, like,
He's
a
showing
Caribbean
love.
music- Yeah.
He show you I can go this lane, I can go this lane. However you want it, I can give it to you, and it's gonna fucking sell. It's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
That boy know how to sell records.
Think about other artists who tried to switch lanes and it just don't work.
It don't work.
Kanye didn't try. Wayne tried with the fucking rock album. Like Wayne's great. That's my guy. He on some other shit now, but growing up, you couldn't tell me nothing about Wayne.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and Drake and Lil Wayne was doing the same thing as
Right.
far as stimulus packages go, type
I'm
shit.
saying like Jamaican Drake. Oh, but you still listen to One Dance, didn't you, nigga? You still listen to Work,
Yeah.
nigga? What? Stop playing.
And all of that shit had people on there that was from that culture.
Right.
Rihanna was from that culture. One Dance.
Pop Can.
Yeah, from that culture. Like, so I don't really think it's culture vulture more so than it is just you hearing something,
Having a
being
good ear.
motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, being, you know what I'm saying, inspired by it. And you going to work with the people who are the I guess,
best.
tastemakers in that genre.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
He got a song of Bad Money this shit too. Like,
yeah.
bro, the nigga's he's everywhere. Anybody, any culture that you want to put him in, he's gonna
And the
thrive.
thing is, these people want to work with him.
Right.
Right.
It's just the fans who talking some
That's
bullshit.
instant. Like, yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
You want what? You want a verse? You want to be on this? Come on.
You sure? Me? Yeah, nigga.
Manager call if I'm an artist, a manager call me saying, "Oh, I talked to Drake's management. He wants to. Why didn't you set this up? Why are you calling me to tell me that they called?
What time do I need to be ready?
Right. Is it a song he wants? Which one is it?
Oh my god! Find me a flight now to Toronto right now. The border's closed. Figure it out.
Is Toronto still closed? I mean, is Canada still closed?
I think so.
Damn, bro. I really had my heart set on going to OVO Fest this year too.
Yeah,
Like that was on the list of things to do this year. Was go to OVO Fest.
but yeah. Y'all got anything else?
No less nickels.
You said what?
No less nickels, bro. This dude at work be saying that shit.
Oh, no, it's okay.
No less nickels. You know, that's how niggas. You know, it'd be awkward as hell when niggas signing off for meetings.
Yeah. Everybody waiting for somebody to hang up. All right.
Thank you.
Once the customer hang up, bye. I don't say bye. Once she say bye, I'm like, me.
That nigga is terrible.
Oh, shit. But with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, and share on YouTube.
Shout out to Joseph,
Shout out to Joseph for letting us
Mr. OA.
yeah, Mr. OA for letting us use the laptop today. Make sure you comment and share as well on the podcast, on the Apple Podcast app. You can listen to us on Spotify as well. Make sure you stop by Mama Stella's, get some lamb chops. And if you've been listening this long, appreciate you. might split this up into two.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
this was
between
a long
politics
episode.
and what
We
you call
could
it.
we could put it all in one and just clip it. Clip the
Okay, yeah,
politics
but
episode.
yeah, make sure you stop through Mama Stella's, get you some lamb chops, mention us, and see if you get a discount. It might work, might not. But discount code soon, promo code soon coming though for sure.
Nigga been saying that for months. Set it up already.
I mean, all right.